The governor of South Dakota, Kristi Noem, is backing a bill that would stop 6 countries, including China, from buying U.S. farmland. Governor Kristi Noem joins me now. Governor, you also want to, well, you did ban TikTok on government devices in your state. You seem to have very strong opposition to all things China, right?
I absolutely do. I've been working on policy to stand up to China for over 25 years. I'm a farmer and a rancher, and so decades ago I recognized the fact that China was slowly buying up our fertilizer companies, our chemical companies. They were buying our food supply chain, and now we've seen them dramatically increase the amount of land that they're buying in the United States of America. So that's what's concerning to me, Stuart, is that this is a real national security threat, and people need to wake up to the fact that if we think a pandemic was scary, wait until China controls our food supply, then they truly will control us as a country.
I notice in America, wealthy people in China try to get their money out of China and into America by sending their kids to the United States and having the kids buy nice apartments and nice houses. That's how they get the money out. You don't object to that, I take it?
I think if someone wants to be American and go through the process of becoming a citizen and embrace our values and be a part of our way of life, I think that's incredible. What I think is important, though, is that we continue to have a process where people can do that and still make sure that we're protecting our national security interests. We've allowed TikTok to come in and mine data off of us, spy on us. We've allowed them to continue to come in, manipulate their currency, steal our IP. They've had a long-term agenda to undermine the United States, and it's because they want to be the world-dominating power. There's no way China can get their agenda done and accomplish their goal with the United States still in existence. And every American needs to realize the threat that this is and be willing to be a little bit inconvenienced by it and make sure we're embracing strong policies like this letter that I sent to Chairman Gallagher that would make sure that China couldn't come in and buy our farmland.
Next one, Governor, there's been some press criticism over your Freedom Works campaign, which it was meant and designed to recruit workers to your state. Can you tell us how many workers have indeed come to South Dakota with your campaign?
It's been incredible, Stuart. It's been the most successful marketing campaign the state of South Dakota has ever done before. So thousands of people have gone through the process of moving to South Dakota. In fact, right now we have over 8,000 different applications in the process of coming, bringing their families to South Dakota, filling our open jobs. And I'll remind everybody, this marketing campaign is only 5 months old. So we just got started. We're starting another round as well. And we're thrilled because I believe that the state that has the workers will be the state that wins this economic race. The ones that has its businesses thriving and people contributing to the economy will be the one that can sustain all this volatility that's happening at the federal level and worldwide.
How do you get over the problem of weather?
Weather, we embrace it. We just tell people if they're going to come visit for the first time, don't come in January. That's probably not the best month that we use as our Chamber of Commerce advertising proposals. But, what people like is our quality of life. And that's the interesting thing about this marketing campaign is we follow up and call all these individuals back. We answer all their questions, tell them about our schools, about our low taxes, that we've broken the national historic record for low unemployment. Everybody in South Dakota still understands the value of work, and we give them an opportunity to keep more of it in their pocket than virtually any other state.
We just ran a brief clip from part of your campaign, and it showed someone in overalls underneath a kitchen sink, fixing the kitchen sink. Was that you?
That was me, but I am a lousy plumber. If you watch the entire commercial, I end up flooding that kitchen. So the next commercial that will come out will be pretty fun and interesting, too. Our biggest jobs that we need are nurses, accountants, some more. So, and what we see overwhelmingly is that when people understand that we will pay for their training, we'll get them licensed, that we will help them facilitate the move, they just can't believe that a state still exists like South Dakota and that their family could be a part of it.
Well, congratulations, Kristi Noem, Governor of South Dakota. Thanks for joining us, ma'am. We appreciate it always.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.